Good morning and welcome to day 21 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm raising money for Combat Stress, a charity that helps our military veterans. Stayed in the hot springs last night. I'm afraid to say it was incredibly disappointed. There was people getting drunk, partying, and they've left all their waste here. There's a guy with a dog with no control over it, just letting it walk and shit everywhere. It's an absolute disgrace down there, it's a dump. The hot spring itself was amazing. I was in there for over an hour last night, just relaxing my body, so that's helped, but the place is a disgrace. It really is. We are out here through hiking, leaving no trace. You would never even know I've been here because my campsite's got nothing in it, but everyone else, absolute disgrace. They should be embarrassed by themselves. It's disgusting. Right, rant over. So today I will be pushing maybe 12 miles. There's not great campsites ahead, so there's one about 12 miles away. I might go for that, have a relaxing day after pushing it pretty hard yesterday. McDonald's is 34 miles away, so I don't want to do a huge day, so I'd rather get there for lunch than breakfast. I'm not fond of their breakfast. It's a bit overcast today, a bit chilly, but that should make it life a little bit easier for me. Right, let's roll out. Here's another one of the pools. There was quite a lot scattered about the place. Some are hotter than others. Nice little private one. You can see the hot springs coming out the rocks. You can see some of the steam. It is, even standing next to it, I can feel the heat. Really cool. I think just beyond those rocks, I think the hottest of the hot springs is in there. Yeah, really nice. I'd recommend coming during the week. Unfortunately, we fell on a Saturday and as a result, not a great experience, but it's still good to be in the hot springs. I think it's massively helped my body, helped my shoulder, but now it's time to get back hiking. So just behind me, it's actually spitting. So there's a little bit of the wet stuff coming down. Not a lot. It's just kind of misting a little bit of spit. But it's good for the land. It's better than nothing, isn't it? Even though they've got the creek running right through here, still pretty dry up here. Just walking on these little treacherous paths again. A bit dodgy. So I'm going to put the camera away and just focus on what I'm doing. Got an amazing rainbow this morning. Wow. The colours. Here's a perfect example of humans destroying the environment without even understanding what they're doing. The trail's up there and it comes along and it comes down here. They've decided to smash through and destroy the land just for a little bit of a shortcut to get on trail. It's absolutely disgusting. On another amazing bridge. So glad I don't have to do a river crossing down there. It's always nice when you get a nice bridge to walk on. It's amazing. Get to keep my feet dry. Although it is still spitting, but it's nothing's gonna bother me today. So right now I am racing out this valley with a storm just behind me. It's not massive, but it's just chasing me down the valley and it seems to be all around. But there's sunlight and good weather ahead, so I'm pushing and pushing and pushing as far as I can get. I'll let you see see it just coming down the valley, all the mist, the rain. Some over there. So I'm just trying to get out of here as fast as I can and get back to the good weather. There's another place I've seen on people's PCT videos. Lots of people have lunch here. It's far too early for that for me. But if you look out there, all you can see is the dark clouds. Nice little creek here. You get some water here, I don't need it yet. I'm going to push on. Got a log over here, it looks like I can get across but get my feet wet. That would be ideal. And it is starting to R. You can see it hitting the water. Deep joy. So I got over the log, I just had to extend my poles a lot just so I could put them in the water and stabilise myself. The water is actually quite deep, so if you're down here I would extend your poles quite a lot to get across this. But other than that, no major problems. Well, the weather's stepped it up a little bit more than spitting, so I've dumped my running top on. Hopefully that's enough. Really don't want to have to get to the point where I have to put my frog togs on, but a bit more in the open now. We'll see how it gets on. The weather's really not getting better, so I've got into my peak hiker fashion, frog togs. So right now I'm at a really nice spot for lunch, but it's still airing. It clears up every so often, the sun comes out and then it starts again, so I'm not really sure what to do. Might just sit here for like 10 minutes, see what happens. I see blue sky every so often, but like the clouds are blowing one way, but the rain's blowing another, so not sure. But yeah, I'll give it some time and see what happens. At least it's warm when the sun comes out. So I'm hoping, because it's after 12 now, that the sun just burns right through this and warms us all up again and dries everything out. Fortunately, it hasn't really cleared up, and hanging around there for ages waiting for it to is not going to help. So just gonna have to keep pushing through, and hopefully that the direction I'm going is where the good weather is. God, this is gonna be a tough day. Right, let's keep going. So not only have we had wind and rain, I'm now getting hit by hail. This is one hell of a day. And then you got brush everywhere, so you're constantly getting your bottoms wet. Water's going back on you, your feet are wet. It's like the perfect section for this to happen. Total overgrown everywhere. So you're constantly, even when it stops, you're still getting wet because you're walking through these bushes. The weather's got a little bit better. It's stopped airing from the heavens and hailing. It's started to dry off. The trail's also got wider, so I'm not getting soaked from all the plants for walking past them. I have done about 14.5 miles now. So I'm going to keep pushing on. There's a few areas ahead. Not a lot of campsites, but there's a few potential areas where I could go. So I'm going to go along, see how far I get in preparation for going to McDonald's tomorrow. It's a shame, when the weather's bad you don't really get to see how beautiful the trail is. You don't get to see anything because you're really just looking down and just try to push through the weather. But Still dark clouds up there, it could change, so I'm going to keep on going. I decided not to have lunch, not to stop, and just keep pushing through the bad weather. And hopefully get to camp in case it comes back again. Impressive pile of stones. It's almost at the summit of a Scottish Munro. There are boulder fields we have to get up and through. Glad I'm not going up that. Getting another rainbow today. This is coming up properly, just like I'm seeing it. Very cool. Another storm is coming in, so I took shelter in here. I am pretty much going to stay in around this area. Just want to get this, little bout of R away so I can set my tent up. Right, I've got everything all set up. About to put my dinner on, so I'm going to wrap everything up here. So we did 20 miles today, and for ascent we did 32.25. For descent, 34.45. It's not the greatest of day because of the weather. Had to just keep pushing through it. Didn't even stop for lunch, so I'm now going to have 2 ramens for dinner. There was a really nice lake that I went past at the end. I've not really seen anyone's videos before. It was really nice. I think it was man-made, but very scenic. But it's nice to get down and find a spot to camp. And now I'm going to put my dinner on and rest up for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we are going to McDonald's. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe, and above all else, help out combat stress. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 22 on the trail.